course, that I'm bouncing the spells off of my characters is that some of the level blank magic guys do have reflect on them. I believe level 20 in particular does. But if we head up here, we get a treasure chest with a safety bit inside. A safety bit is a relic very similar to the memento ring, except that anybody can use it. So it prevents instant death spells from killing you, and anybody can use it. So much better than the memento ring. What you want to do here, stand immediately to the right of the treasure chest and hit the button. Hit the button. There we go. You want to face the wall, apparently. And if we do so, I thought it just put it out right here. Maybe we actually have to leave. There we go. It has opened up something below us. God, I gotta be super careful here. And we do have another new enemy. We have level 40 magic, as if that helped any. Of course, nothing to mimic just yet, so let's not do anything rash. Let's bounce it off of ourselves. Once again, let's bounce it off of everybody. You go ahead and mimic that. That is fine. Unfortunately, it only bounces off of 2 people, and then it's random who they hit when you do it on everybody. So there's a little bit of a concern on whether or not you actually want to do it on both people, but I like it on both people. And there we go. Some of the magic is being countered with not instant death spells. That one was, but what they usually counter with is status effects. So that's what you gotta look out for. We'll just keep going for this until somebody dies. You can't rasp me. I am unraspable with my wall rings. Wall rings are mandatory. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You don't technically need them. I'm sure you could get through this dungeon without wall rings, but if you want to be even close to finishing this place off, I would recommend the wall rings. Just so much simpler. Demi, I think that actually goes through. It does. That is one thing that will go through the wall rings. Is just bounce it off yourself or something. It does more damage that way. Demi will go through, so you gotta be careful of that. You get 7 magic points for that. Good lord. This is a great place for level grinding for magic. I should have come here instead of the Veld, but I wanted rages as well. If we come here, though, we can get the air anchor. This is a tool for Glenn. I'm not a big fan of it. It's one of his best tools, though. What it does is it pretty much instant kills an enemy. I'll further explain it after this, though, because that's not entirely accurate. The air anchor does kill anybody that is susceptible to instant death, but it gives them a turn. So it gives them, I guess, a status effect. And we have magic urns. I was waiting for these guys to show up. You definitely want to get into a fight with these guys. These guys have a great rage for a tweak. So the air anchor. By the way, for magic urns, don't do anything. Just let them do whatever the hell they want until they run away, because they're just going to heal you. The air anchor, it gives them more or less a status effect. I guess you could call it that. It will kill them after 1 turn. So it's instant death, but it gives them a turn. As a result, I don't like it. It'll always hit, which is good, but that extra turn, it's like, I could have done something better, you know what I mean? If it's susceptible to instant death, it will kill it, but that extra turn makes me not like it. That's just my thoughts on it, though. I'm sure other people absolutely love using strategies with the air anchors, just not for me. Let's continue on, though. And we do have a new enemy, the level 30 magic in the back there. You have nothing to mimic just yet, so whatever. Let's just do single targeting. That is working out so much better for me than the multi-targeting. Once again, these guys are undead, so Pearl or Fire is your best bet. We'll bounce them all off of Coco. Why the hell not? And then, of course, you got to Osmos your way to victory, so anybody with Osmos is much appreciated here. You casted Reflect on me, even though I already had Reflect. What the hell is your problem? Of course, in any Final Fantasy game, it doesn't matter if both sides have reflect. Reflect only works once. Somehow it knows. Oh, you bitch, you osmosed from Novin. I'm gonna osmose right back off of you. How dare you? How dare you? Rasp won't work through a reflect, but it's weird. Yeah, it won't work, but a osmose will. I don't understand why it works that way, but it does. And I think I had Marcel mimic an osmose, which is probably not the best idea for me. At some point, I probably will cure the demi that's being done to me, but it is not 100% necessary at this point. It's not required. I can heal that off screen though. For whatever reason, reflect status does not affect what happens off screen. So you can cure all you want off screen, and it's not like it reflects onto an enemy or something like that. How it works, I don't know. Maybe everybody just goes, okay, I'll take the ring off and then you can heal me. Maybe that's how it works. That'd just make too much sense though. The hell's going on? But if we head up here, we have another chest. Now, is this the one? I don't think it is. It's not! In here we can get the Genji shield and another fight with more magic urns. Let's take a look at the Genji shield that we did just get. I think I spoiled that there was a Genji shield earlier, but I think you guys already figured out that there would be a Genji shield. It is actually pretty damn good. It is the third best shield in the game, pretty much, in terms of defense. I think the Tortoise shield does more, or one of the weird shields does more, but I like this shield a lot more than the crystal shield, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to it. I don't think it has any elemental nullification, or it doesn't absorb any elements, but that's what we have the Minerva for. So we're going to switch over to the Genji shield on Coco. That sounds good to me. And in case you're wondering, I started with 3% on Ultima for Rose, and we're already up to 43. So I have learned, we've gotten 40 magic points so far. Ridiculous. That was what, like 4 battles? Ridiculous. Let's just continue going up. What we are really trying to do is get to the top, of course. And we have 2 new ones here. We got 50 and 70 here. They are more or less the same, except that they look like they are being healed by fire. So, do you have Ultimate? You don't have Ultimate yet. So let's go with Pearl. We'll pounce that off of Coco. And you can go ahead and mimic it. Anything they got, Marcel can do. So we're going to go with Pearl. Pearl should be good. Bolt. Hurts them. Very nice. And once again, they're going to counter with status effects, and they're getting smart now. They're actually bouncing it off of themselves. So they've taken away one of my means of doing a lot of attacking to them without using any of my magic. But that's fine. Marcel can smack people upside the head all day for all I care. That's fine. We'll continue going with my Pearl strategy. Although he did mimic. Wait, can Marcel not attack when he's berserked? This is kind of new for me. I'm not a fan of Marcel, to be honest with you. So if Marcel, all this stuff that I'm finding out about him, does Marcel automatically just mimic no matter what? Because that would be weird indeed. Yeah, even when they cast it on themselves, they still counter any magic damage done to them with a spell. So, there you go. That's Marcel when he's berserked. Once again, I'm not supposed to call Marcel a he, but if Marcel is berserked, I guess it goes for Mimic every time? That's kind of cool. Kind of. I'm still not going to use him very much, though. That's just me. Are you guys not dead yet? I have done a ton of damage to you. Do you know that? And you guys are taking a lot of my time. But they are level 70 magics, after all. Should try to go for Ultima somewhere along the line. I think Novin actually has Ultima, so we might as well show it off. Do you have Ultima? You do have Ultima. Unfortunately, I can't target that either way, so yeah, we're gonna stick with what I got. I'm not sure if these guys have Reflect on them. I don't want to risk casting Ultima on myself, though. That's just me. I don't want to risk it. I know the level 20s did, and I know there's a couple more that do as well, so you always want to bounce stuff off you. No, okay, he does actually do physical attacks when Marcel is berserked, so there you go. I just got the previous attack in. See, this is the problem. Oh, now you're starting to become smart and you're doing shell and all that. I see how it is. I see. Berserk, however, only lasts during the battle itself. It goes away once the battle's over, so I don't even need to really worry about it. But the reason that this guy is lasting forever is because he loves to heal himself by casting magic on us. I can still afford a few more goes at it with Pearl before I need to start thinking about my MP again and start going for osmoses. I like to do that off screen. I don't want to have you guys sit through osmos for every character. You know, it gets boring rather quickly, and as you can see, they're not really doing damage to me in the first place. So down they finally go. You only get 5 magic points for that fight. That was ridiculous considering how long that took us to kill those guys. Freaking level 70s. Give me my Fire 3 any day. We have another door here, and in here we have another dragon. And a level 90 magic. Level 90 is not going to be fun for me. Let's go for Fire 3. That should be good. Still. God. Level 90. This is the highest one that we are going to fight. But since it is not weak or well, it doesn't absorb fire, we should be good. We should be good. A couple more of those should be enough. Of course, I think Coco is doing like a monster amount of damage compared to everybody else. Is Novin's going to be able to finish it off? It does! Level 90s are tough, though, if you let them cast things like Flare and Ultimate at you.